Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took stock of the damaged kibbutz village, also meeting and interacting with the soldiers. The Israeli Defense Forces claim that the Hamas terrorists are blocking Gazans from leaving and are using them as human shields. There's no end to the barbarity of Hamas. After butchering babies, Hamas sends "you will be killed, captured or disabled" message to innocent Israelis. Amid the war, Iran's foreign minister has met the leader of Hamas in Doha. Iran has raised the Israel-Hamas war in the United Nations, warning of consequences if Israel's war crime and genocide are not halted immediately. The head of Hamas Political Bureau has written a letter to the United Nations Secretary General to brief him on the brutal Israeli occupation crimes in the Gaza Strip. The US President Biden has spoken to the Palestinian President and Israeli Prime Minister, urging them to allow humanitarian aid to the region, also affirming his support to efforts to protect civilians. The Israeli military is preparing to invade the Gaza Strip with tens of thousands of soldiers ordered to capture Gaza City and destroy the enclave's current leadership. The United States has sent second aircraft carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean to deter hostile actions against Israel or any effort toward widening the war following Hamas's attack. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has called for international law, including humanitarian and human rights law, to be respected, saying deeply concerned by the dire humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip. The fourth flight under Operation Ajay, carrying 274 Indian nationals, has reached Delhi Airport from Israel. The Union Minister, retired General V.K. Singh, received the Indian nationals of the fourth flight that landed in Delhi Airport. The Madurai District Collector, Sangeeta, received 8 passengers who arrived from Israel at the Madurai Airport. The U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has met the UAE President, Mohammed bin Zayed, expressing appreciation for UAE's leadership in condemning Hamas's terrorist attack. 12 dead and 17 injured after an accident between a truck and a tempo took place in Maharashtra Sambhajinagar. The Prime Minister was pained by the loss of lives in the accident. He also wished speedy recovery to the injured, announcing an ex-gratia of 2 lakh rupees to the next of kin of the deceased. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has announced 5 lakh rupees ex-gratia to the families of the victims in the accident. The Maharashtra Minister Atul Save has taken stock of the situation after the Sambhajinagar accident, informing that 17 injured people are admitted to a hospital. The condition of 3 is grievous. Congress has released a list of 144 candidates for the upcoming Madhya Pradesh Assembly polls. State Congress President and former Chief Minister Kamal Nath will contest from Chhindwara. The first list of 55 candidates for Telangana state polls has also been released by the Congress party. The Telangana Congress President Revanth Reddy will contest from Kondangal. The Congress has released a list of 30 candidates for the upcoming elections in Chhattisgarh. Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel will contest from Khatan. Deputy Chief Minister T.S. Singh will contest from Ambikapur. The Chhattisgarh Congress President has predicted a historic win for the Congress in the upcoming state polls, hinting that women will be prioritized in the next list. After the Congress party released the first list of candidates for Chhattisgarh polls, Minister Shivkumar Daria has said that the party has chosen the candidates very well and will form the next government. The Chhattisgarh Congress has prepared a high-tech election war room ahead of the assembly elections in the state. The BRS will launch the party's manifesto today for the upcoming Telangana assembly polls. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla held bilateral discussions with the Vice President of the European Parliament, Nicola Beer. Home Minister Amit Shah, along with Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, inaugurated the party office of Jitendra Bhai Patel, BJP MLA. 7 people have died after a car collided with a lorry in Tamil Nadu, and Chengam police registered a case in this regard and investigations are underway. The Eastern Air Command has responded immediately to the fire incident at Police Bazaar in Shillong by dispatching 3 fire tenders and 40 air warriors. The air warriors worked relentlessly for more than 12 hours to douse the flames. The 141st International Olympic Committee session is underway in Mumbai. On the occasion of the birth anniversary of the former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, ISRO Chief S. Somnath has flagged off a marathon from Rameshwaram. Delhi LG Vinay Kumar Saxena and Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur flagged off the Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon from Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Delhi. As the winter approaches, Delhi, Noida and Ghaziabad's air quality index has dipped to the poor quality. Low-lying areas have witnessed waterlogging as rains have lashed parts of Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary has visited and offered prayers at Badrinath Temple and Kedarnath Temple in Uttarakhand. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, along with the Haryana Legislative Assembly Speaker, have offered prayers at the Mata Mansa Devi Temple on the first day of Navratri. Devotees throng Guwahati's Kamakhya Temple on the first day of Navratri. Many performed special pujas. A traditional custom of Chhattisgarh that marks the beginning of the Dussehra festival was performed in Bastar. As Navratri begins, the devotees have offered prayers. This is in a temple in Ghaziabad. A large number of devotees en route to the Mata Vaishno Devi temple to offer their prayers. The pro-Palestinian rally in Australia's Sydney ahead of an expected Israel ground offensive into Gaza. The protesters laid out a large Palestinian flag in central Sydney to show support for Palestinians. Hundreds of people from Chile's Palestinian community gathered in front of the presidential palace in Santiago, expressing their support for the Palestinians and asking for the end of war. A large number of Lebanese journalists gathered in front of a UN building in downtown Beirut to protest Israel's targeting of journalists in Gaza and Lebanon. Ukrainian police said that at least 2 people have been killed in 2 separate shelling incidents in Donetsk region, including an 11-year-old boy. The United Nations has called for all relevant parties to the Ukrainian crisis to prevent further escalation and minimize the risk of weapons and ammunition into the hands of non-state actors. Voting is currently underway in Poland's parliamentary election as the populist Law and Justice Department has tried to win a 3rd term in the office. The Ecuadorians have voted for a new president in the midst of a bloody drug war and a rash of political assassinations that cut short the bid to popular candidate. Thousands of visitors have been evacuated from a museum in Paris after a staff received a written threat. The warning came as France is on a high alert for terrorist attacks. China has launched a Long March 2D rocket placing a new Earth-observing satellite into space. It will provide services for the detection of the atmospheric, marine and space environments. England and Afghanistan lock horns in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. England wins the toss, electing to bowl first.